Hey everyone! We already got an Evanstar in the house. Hello, Evanstar. So glad to see you. Who else is hiding in the chat? Come on, don't be shy. Come say hello. My camera hates me today, so you guys are all gonna have to cheer me up because the mic's already playing funny games. So where is everyone? How's everyone's evenings so far? My day has just been an absolute today. We have Lisa. It's peanut butter Tessie time. You two are too much, honestly. Frozen. The Gargoyle Nation lives again. Yes, truck. Hey, Vaughn. Woo. I guess we'll have to give it a few minutes for people to trickle in. I am not going to be starting, story time until people have trickled in. And obviously I've only been live for a minute, so we will give it a minute for people. Hello, Akira. Yeah, a few minutes for people to trickle in. So how's everyone's evenings? Truck, I'm assuming you're at work again. Do I need to give your boss a call? Do I? I don't know. If I have to, I'm not shy about telling people's bosses off. And on behalf of Sean, don't trust trees, they're shady. You guys... I love puns like that and everything. I don't know if you guys can hear, my cat is... I don't know. Oh. He's doing his... whatchamacallit? Because cats aren't domesticated, of covering his food. So he's just scraping at everything. I don't know if the mic picked that up. You've seen him, but he's very much, yes, I need to cover my food for later. Sir, there's nothing in the bowl. And there's Kyojo. So yes, everyone's evenings, I hope, are going well so far. I hope everyone had a good Saturday today. Yes, it is Saturday. I had to remind myself yesterday that it was Friday. I was like, oh wait, there's a live tomorrow. It's been one of those weeks where I don't know what day it is. I'm just going to plow ahead and do what I gotta do. This is one of my best channels. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. You're gonna make me blush. Thank you. Yes, never enough gargoyles. That's always true. Though they may have my body at my workstation, my spirit glides through the night on leather wings. See, that's how you gotta do it. Obviously, depending on the job, I don't want anyone in emergency services, doing this kind of. You can wait to watch me not live. So, but it's like if you have a job where essentially you're just sitting somewhere doing whatever, you just have something else off on the side, and no one's got to know. No one's going to rat you out. We're all clan here. We're not snitching on one another here. No, we're here to have fun. I am all for, essentially getting paid to do next to nothing. From JJQ, hello, that is a new name. I'm a new subscriber just wanting to say hello. I'm enjoying your content. Thank you, JJQ. Can I just call you JJ? Nothing wrong with the JJQ. It's just, you know how it is when you start saying someone's name. It's just like, no, I just like it sounding this JJ. I like J. For me, it sounds better to say just JJ. I will say JJQ, not a problem if that's your preference. Just JJ rolls off the tongue a lot easier. Q is one of the few letters. No, you can do that with other letters. I was going to say it's one of the few letters that you can just say the letter and you don't know if it's the letter Q or the word Q. But no, it happens with C as well. Okay, good. I'll probably I'll probably say JJQ, but sometimes these two don't connect. So it'll sometimes just be JJ. Today is one of those days where this just doesn't want to work. Oh my god, my camera. You guys want to see why I need to set up an official webcam fun? Let's see if it'll do it. Yeah. See, every, like, look, I look normal, and then no, pale as all hell. So it's not me. I don't. It's the camera. I was able to get this from eBay. Vintage Gargoyles Goliath action figure, 9-inch PVC. Applause Disney. Yes, I prefer the figures to be more cartoony. That one I was literally sent that a few months ago from eBay. Kudos to you, Your Own Skills VR, for getting your hands on that, because those things are not cheap. I've never bought one because it's like, yeah, I need these for my collection. And then I look at the eBay price and it's like, no, I like to eat. So I've never purchased one. I am fortunate enough that some people have been kind enough to send me pieces that I'm missing from my collection. The one thing I'm trying to get my hand on, and I don't actually know if they should be official. It's those little applause figures, but the ones that stick to the windows. Then they have that Fisher's fishing line. Oh my God! It like I said, it's going to be one of it's going to be one of those streams. I've already hit the mic, so we're on schedule here. If you've taken a shot, there you go. If you missed it, take your shot. It's going to be one of those streams. So. I think we have waited, yeah, you know what? Yeah, not cheap at all. I saw the ones from Iron Studios. I want those, but those are expensive. Maybe one day. It's going to be one of the, yeah. It's a shame that it's like, at least for the applause figures, like, hey, why didn't I collect those as a kid, or at least when the show was airing, because they were essentially everywhere and a lot cheaper. And then it's like, okay, I'll collect them now, and they cost as much as the Iron Studios figures. That's where we're at. All right, so you know what? It's been almost 10 minutes. Whoever's gonna essentially be in the chat is going to come, is essentially here. And frankly, I'm impatient. I want to start reading the OG Golden Books Gargoyles. So if you got your kids with you, now's the time to get them. Drag them out of bed if you need to. That's fine. No, obviously not. But I like also doing this because it's a way. Not everyone obviously has this, and if it's a nice little bedtime story for someone's kids, whether it's right now or tomorrow, whatever, the upside is this is recorded for later. It's there. So story time. There's Lisa. See, perfect. I waited. I have one with me. You know what? That's now my favorite one, Lisa. Whichever one's with you. And yes, just in time, I haven't started yet. So we are going to start. Adapted by Lawrence Henry from the TV series Gargoyles. Yeah, this one, it was done to, and look at the, I hate this camera. I hate this camera. Apologies for it doing that. It's going to be bad today. Apologies. Again, the webcam fund. Okay, so 1,000 years ago, Viking warriors attacked the Scottish castle of Wiverne. As the Vikings slowly began to climb the castle walls, the Scottish soldiers tried to stop them. Luckily, the Scottish captain had a secret weapon, gargoyles. They were creatures of stone who came alive at night. The captain knew he could trust and depend on them. So glad everyone's kids are here. This is fun. It makes it more enjoyable for me to do this, honestly. I have fun reading it to you guys, but knowing that there's kids listening, yeah, I like it better. At nightfall, the Vikings' chief, Hakon, was almost over the wall when the leader of the Gargoyles, Goliath, burst free from his stone shell. "You are trespassing," roared Goliath as he swooped down and grabbed the evil Viking. Hakon's sword slashed Goliath. Surprised by the pain, Goliath dropped the Viking. Hakon saved himself by grabbing a nearby rope. "Keep fighting, men," Hakon shouted. "The monsters can be wounded." But Goliath spread his mighty wings and thought no more about his injury. Gliding down among the enemy, he knocked many of them off the castle wall. Other gargoyles fought with those who had reached the top. At last, the enemy was driven away. That night, the Scottish captain invited Goliath to a victory celebration. When Goliath arrived with a female gargoyle, Demona, the sight of them enraged Wyvern's ruler, Princess Catherine. "Captain, we are very displeased," she said. "The monsters may do battle for us, but we do not allow beasts in our dining hall." Yeah, this one's a little, not as PG as the newer one. It is closer, essentially, to the animated, what we saw. Demona's eyes flashed. "We saved their lives. They should bow to us," she said. "They protect us while we sleep," Goliath reminded her. "The daylight shall bring us peace and heal our wounds." The captain apologized to Goliath and Demona. The princess's words angered him. He vowed to make the people of Wyvern sorry they had mistreated the gargoyles. The captain sneaked out of the castle and made his way to the Viking camp to see Hakon. As the sun rose, the captain and Hakon plotted together. The captain would help the Vikings conquer Castle Wyvern, but he would make sure the gargoyles were safe by tricking them into leaving the castle before the attack. That night, the captain returned to Wyvern and talked to Goliath. "The Vikings may be planning a surprise attack," the captain said slyly. "You and the gargoyles must go and find them before they return." At that moment, Goliath was distracted by loud voices. 3 young gargoyles and their dog had gotten into mischief with some humans camped outside the castle. "Go to the caves beneath the castle," Goliath told them. "I will deal with you later." Goliath thought it too dangerous for the gargoyles to leave Wyvern unprotected, so he chose his oldest and wisest warrior, and they glided off in search of the Vikings. Hours passed. Finally, they spotted the enemy, but it was a decoy. Only a few Vikings were there. "It's a trick," cried Goliath. "We must go back." The 2 gargoyles were far from Wyvern. They had to return quickly. But before they reached the castle gates, the sun rose and they were turned to stone. That morning, the Viking warriors attacked Wyvern. The captain opened the huge iron gate for them. The Scottish soldiers were outnumbered, and the captain watched as the people of Wyvern were captured. He had his revenge. Then Hakon lifted his weapon in victory and cried, "I command you to smash the gargoyles to pieces." After the sun set, Goliath and his companion returned to Wyvern to find all the gargoyles destroyed, except those he had sent to the caves. Goliath howled with sadness, but he remembered his vow to protect the humans. "We will save them and have our revenge," Goliath cried. The gargoyles searched for the Vikings and their captives. They found them camped near a mountain cave. Hearing the gargoyles approach, Hakon and the captain dragged Princess Catherine to a cliff. Seeing the enraged Goliath alive, Hakon feared for his life. He turned on the captain and blamed him for destroying the gargoyles. Angry at such dishonesty, the captain flung himself at Hakon. As they struggled, the princess toppled over the cliff, but Goliath reached down to catch her just in time. The captain and Hakon continued to wrestle and soon fell over the edge. The Magus, the court sorcerer, had heard the cries of the princess and thought she had been killed during the attack. Not knowing that Goliath had saved her, the Magus blamed the gargoyles for her awful fate. In anger, the Magus grabbed his book of spells and found a curse that would punish the gargoyles. "Sleep, all of you," he cried. "Sleep by night and day until the castle rises above the clouds." Instantly, the innocent gargoyles were turned to stone. When Goliath climbed back up the cliff with the princess, he saw the gargoyles of stone. "What evil magic is this?" he asked the Magus. Seeing Catherine, the Magus cried, "Princess, I thought you were dead. I blamed them and placed a curse on them." "What is the curse?" asked the mighty Goliath. "They shall sleep," answered the Magus, "until the castle rises above the clouds." "Magician," cried Goliath, "have pity and curse me too, so I may join them." And so it was done. And thank you, Snake, for that. Very, very much appreciated. I'll get to that in a second. The stone gargoyles were replaced on the towers of Wyvern and remained there undisturbed for 10 centuries, until a wealthy American, David Xanatos, bought the deserted castle. He had Wyvern taken apart and shipped to New York City, where it was rebuilt on top of his skyscraper, the Erie Building. Now the castle truly rose above the clouds. As the sun set that night, the people in the streets below heard a thunderous crash. Thousands of stone fragments fell like rain. The gargoyles burst free. The gargoyles looked around in wonder. What magic had brought them here? For now, they knew only that they were alive and together as protectors of a strange new world. The end. So essentially, they just did episodes 1 and 2 for this one. I purposely didn't look at this before reading it to you guys, but yeah, it looks like episodes 1, yeah, Awakening 1 and 2. Which was fine. That was actually... This is so much more of in your face what happened versus the new one that just came out. At least in terms of like, we're just going to skip the whole killing of the clan in the second one, in the second Golden Book. But yes, thank you, Snake. That's very, very much appreciated. Yes, literally money towards the new webcam for sure, because I'm gonna break this thing. The only reason I don't break this thing is because I don't have a backup. My kid keeps poking your face and has claps. That's adorable, Lisa. Yes. I absolutely love that. My kid said you're amazing. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. A pretty faithful retelling of the Awake. Yeah, it's a shame. Again, it's a kid's book. It would have been cool if they at least done Awakening parts 1 to 5. So essentially it was a story, like an entire story of, oh yay, you know, essentially the way they did it in the new one, where it's, oh, here's Demona, Xanatos is a bad guy, Xanatos has been arrested, whatever, and they're in this new world, blah, blah, blah. It seems a little to kind of, but again, it's a kid's book. It's story time with Desi. Hey, hi, Eric. Need more. You know, I wish there were more Gargoyles books. I'm enjoying story time. You know, the few, apparently you guys like me reading to you as well, but I especially like doing it, reading to everyone's kids here. So, like, I wish there were more. I only know of the 2. Yeah, the second one was the Cliff Notes version. The second one was, here's literally everything that happened in a whole season, and then some. Because the mutates didn't show up until season 2. But yeah, we have all these new friends too. And this one was just, here's the horror they went through. Now they're in a new century and everything's good. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if... I think these are the only 2... going to double check. No, it's going to show me the comics, of course. No, I just want books. Well, actually, you know, the best place to go is going to be the wiki. Because the wiki is the place to go. I was trying to get my Hey Desi hit the mic drink of choice. What's the count so far? Only one so far, Eric. Only one. Don't worry. Easy to catch up. I could listen to Desi speak all day. ASMR. No, bring the kids back. But Lisa, that's adorable that your kid's poking my face on the screen. That's adorable. I've always wanted to try ASMR, but always it's like I don't know what I'm doing. Let's this is just whatever. Technically, I don't know if these would be considered out of universe or what. Kind of wish Greg was here again so I could poke him, because he knows, because he's one of the people who works on the wiki. So seeing the princess and Magus were brought up, I wonder why the Magus lost her to Tom. Sorry, my brain wonders. I'm gonna go with the whole, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an attraction between the two, you know, early, but essentially because the Magus didn't make a move, it's gonna be like, yeah, he kind of lost his chance, and Tom, once he reached of age, she's the only woman on the island. There you go. And yeah, it's essentially looking for what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word I'm looking for. Companionship, there it is. And while Magus, yeah, but not the same companionship, because again, the Magus always thought himself not worthy of the princess, whereas Tom's like, all right, he's just a young man doing young man things, essentially. Yeah, I came prepared again. I know you guys are going to try and make me lose my voice. I came prepared, and it's still stupid hot, and I made it an hour ago. Actually, no, hour and a half ago I made this tea, and you guys can see the steam coming out of it. Whisper, show us your collection, tap on the figures and books. I'll keep that in mind, Lord Akira. Just a random video of Gargoyles ASMR, like, sure, let's see how it does. Watch, it'll be my least viewed video, but I'll just have fun doing it. You snooze, you lose, pretty much. Yeah, it's, again, you have to remember, like, I don't want to assume or anything, but I'm pretty sure around 1000 AD it was the thing of men pursued women type of thing, and so when the male doesn't pursue, another guy steps up and does it. And again, I'm not saying she just, oh, first man to show me affection, that's the one I'm going to go with, but it's the whole thing of the other one clearly doesn't seem to be interested, so I'm going to go with the one who does seem to be interested. Magus was punishing himself by not getting, yeah, I do remember. It was so nice though, that I remember reading a fan fiction, and I really liked this one considering I still remember it. But yeah, the massacre had happened and everything. No, I might be confusing a couple of fan fictions, because they all blend in together eventually if you read so many. But I do remember there was one where the Magus did show interest in Princess Catherine, and they did get together, got married, the whole shebang. And I believe it was also the same one where Demona, like Goliath, was putting the rest of the clan onto their pedestals, and Demona returned before he could ask the Magus. No, he wasn't even going to ask the Magus to put him under the stone spell. He was going to stay alive and raise the eggs. Demona showed up, of course, ready to throttle any human she saw because, oh, my clan's been destroyed, you know, that whole shebang. And Demona and Goliath ended up raising the eggs themselves, along with Princess Catherine, the Magus, and Tom, and all them. And yeah, it was a cute story. Of course, she wasn't, because Demona never went and, you know, helped Macbeth and all that stuff. Her name ended up being Angel throughout the series. It was cute. I remember that one. It was well written. Again, very off canon. Like but I don't read fan fiction to see what people would do with Greg's ideas. I want to see what they come up with because it's interesting. Hearing someone else speak with a Canadian accent is ASMR to me. See, I don't hear other accents unless it's like in my face. Oh, thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. That's always appreciated. But between the difference between Canadian and American accents, unless it's, you know, you got Newfoundland versus, you know, the South in the States, I don't hear the difference. Maybe I'm hanging out with too many Americans. I don't know. Are they influencing me? My shirt is being stupid today. I don't like this. The word you are looking for is Wilson. It worked for Tom Hanks. My shirt is just annoying me. That Goliath in the upper right, yes, that is Goliath. That is the talking bank. I'm trying to get my hands on another one. I think I saw somebody on Facebook Marketplace selling one, but they still wanted like $80 for it. So I'm just waiting to see if somebody drops the price on it. I would love to see a video of your collection one day. Thing is, I do want to do one of those videos, and majority of my collection is behind me. my only, like, when I do that video thing, I want to have everything out on display. So that way it's essentially not, well, I could do a video where I'm just pulling things out. So I could do a quick, I'm not in the video showing everything behind me and then showing the camera, but I don't know. I'm figuring out how exactly to do that video. I'll figure something out. But don't worry. I mean, I could pull the bin over here. I got a few things beside me because I was planning on doing something, and then it's... Oh, you guys want to see Goliath's face again? The derpy face. Let me move my... Next thing I know, I spilled tea on my keyboard. The face that saw too many things. Hey, leave the shirt alone. Has not done anything bad to you. My shirt is annoying me. That's what it's doing to me. The shirt was a lot more comfortable the last time I wore it. Speaking of Canada, so what's going on with your mail? Okay, so our federal government, because obviously mail is federally regulated here. Words are hard. Okay, let me do with the mail thing and then I'll pull the bin. So yes, our federal government has decided that Canada Post is not going to do certain services like door to door, or there's a couple other things to fix up the rural stuff, whatever. And you guys are horrible with my shirt. But just random things of, look, this is a company, it's losing money, and we need to somehow save money. And the Canada Post employees, who are all unionized, went, you can't just stop all this on a whim. For one thing, this is how you put many jobs on the line, many in jeopardy, because a lot of people, especially in the rural areas, because they get door to door, they have a certain amount of people working doing that, versus the cities where we have the community boxes. I'm pretty sure you guys, it's just a big tall thing, multiple boxes, and each person has their own box and everything. So yeah, they just want to do that for pretty much everybody, which I get it, but it's also a thing of, look, you have to think about the elderly and disabled. It looks like there's a little thing of, if you are disabled or elderly and can't get to a community box, they'll have something set up so that you can call Canada Post and they will still keep doing personalized delivery for them, which I hope, is true. But my shirt hates me today. So because Canada Post employees went, you can't just spring this on us, they've decided to go on strike. Now, usually the way strikes work, because it's an essential service, mail is still supposed to trickle through the system. I keep hearing things where, nope, nothing's being picked up, nothing's being delivered, blah, blah. I highly, highly, highly doubt that, because again, mail service is an essential service. I know for when it comes to essential, they can strike, but it just means reduced services. So like if it's transit, they can strike, but and if they've been deemed an essential service, they can only reduce their service, not completely stop it. So if paramedics go on strike, obviously they can't just stop, not every paramedic can go on strike. It's just reduced service. And that's the whole point of disrupting the service, so that people get upset that they're not getting the service and the government goes, okay, we'll negotiate, that sort of thing. So yeah, currently it should be just reduced right now up here, and which kind of sucks, because the same day they decided to strike, I put in an order for something, so I don't know when the heck I'm gonna get that. That should be fun. Which sucks, because it's a bunch of perfumes. And yeah, I can wait, I'll be patient, but it's just... Yeah, it's a huge thing. That's essentially very much. I hit the mic. That's essentially the Coles notes. There's a whole lot of blah 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 blah. And the thing is, the one sticking point that everyone seems to forget with mail delivery in terms of Canada Post, it is, because it is government funded, it is a government service. Everyone deserves to be able to get their mail, receive mail, that whole thing. And people keep saying, look, we have FedEx, we have UPS. Why the heck do we need Canada Post? Because unfortunately, companies like FedEx and UPS have deemed it unprofitable to service rural communities. If you're in a community of 5,000 people and you live 3 hours from the closest city, you're probably not going to get service from FedEx or UPS. They won't go there. So services like Canada Post do, because that's the whole point of them. They are a service provided by the government. So whereas our government's going, look, they're not profitable, they're not supposed to be. Services are not supposed to be profitable. They're supposed to be there as a service to make sure everyone gets service. So it's a whole, like, I don't know anyone that is able to ship. I have a thing here. So I have, somebody sent me stickers. A friend sent me stickers a while back. And this cost about $2. It's not flat, it's very thick actually. It's a thicky boy because she sent me so much. So that was about $2.19 to send, give or take. I'm pretty sure FedEx and UPS wouldn't charge $2 for that. They're going to charge a lot more. I know people shipping bottles like this. I have my bottles like this for like $4, a whole package. I'm like, UPS and FedEx aren't going to ship it for $4. So it's that sort of thing. Ugh. Look what you got me going into. Oh, there's Dante. Hi, Dante. Sorry, I missed you. Living in a rural area, our last mail delivery was Monday. See, and it depends on how rural you are. I'm not, I'm not rural. I'm in a city. Where I grew up, it was considered rural, but I was still close enough. And the city was also large enough that it was like, yeah, not an issue. We got mail delivery every day. My mother still gets door-to-door delivery from Canada Post. If they bring in community boxes, I don't know what she's gonna be like, what do you mean I have to go check a box, a kilometer away? Why can't I just walk down my driveway? I'm waiting for that day to happen. It's gonna be a laugh. I like the gun episode of Gargoyles. I really wish season 3 had them sign writers. I didn't feel like season 4 was bad, but it wasn't the same, I guess. It'll be a girls reboot one day, a girls reboot, one with the original writers. There's Kevin. Wait, you collect perfume? I have a friend that, it's the weirdest thing. Story time again. You guys got me doing story time. Is this the way this live is gonna go? Just story time after story time? Anyway. So when I was a teen, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Body Shop is on both sides of the border. They had a vanilla perfume. I was probably 17 or so, whatever, found it, liked it, and went, like, that was my favorite perfume. I had a couple other ones, but that one was my favorite. And recently, like 2 years ago or something, it was stupid, 3 years ago, I've had the bottle forever, so I actually don't remember. They changed the formula and it still smelled okay-ish. But I guess because of the change in the formulation, I'm halfway through the bottle and it didn't smell like vanilla anymore. It smelled like nothing, which is like, oh, now I need to find a vanilla replacement. Turns out pretty much no one does it. It's like, it's that thing of, oh, this is our vanilla perfume and there's 20 cents in there, that sort of BS. I'm like, no, I just want vanilla. So there started my hunt of trying to find just a simple perfume, and it snowballed into now I have like 20. 20 actual bottles, give or take, and then a bunch of samples from other people. Because like, oh, I want to smell this one. Oh, I want to... Because free samples aren't a thing anymore. Remember when they used to put perfume samples in the magazines? That's not a thing anymore. Okay, or the free samples when you used to go to like the department stores and whatever, and they would have those small bottles that they don't do that anymore, apparently. Even the companies have figured out, hey, we can sell samples now for like $5 a pop. Like, what are you doing? Because everyone else was doing it. I just saw Greg Weisman at LA Comic-Con. Oh, Kevin, you must tell us. I mean, he's a great guy, but tell us. Say rural in Espanol. Rural. Rural. I can barely say rural. It's one of those English words that I despise because it's spelled the way it's... The R's are... No, but rural. That's the best I can do. I get door to door. I'm surrounded by seniors, and they'll be insufferable if they take it away. It's one of those things, yeah. So it's... we can cut back on the story time. I don't mind story time. I just don't want to bore you guys with my random ass stories. That's all. It's like, oh yeah, Desi collects perfume. Okay, find me a woman who essentially doesn't have, you know, a couple bottles. Yeah, no, free perfume samples are not a thing. You have to. It's like pulling teeth. I went to, so we have Shoppers Drug Mart up here. It's a pharmacy and now also a grocery store and a beauty shop. But anyway, I went to one. I bought a perfume and I asked them if they had any samples. She's like, well, I don't have many. She opened the drawer and it was a drawer full of samples, and she at least pulled one out and gave one to me. It's like, it's a sample. Went to another Shoppers just to see, oh no, we only give those out with purchase. Like, that's not the point of a sample. The point of a sample is for me to take it home and try it out. Oh, but you can spray our bottles. So here's the thing about perfumes. The way it smells on the paper is not the way it's going to smell on skin, because body chemistry alters the scent. That's why certain perfumes or colognes, whatever, will smell different depending on who's wearing it. So when I perfume shop, I purposely, like, first I'll spray it on the paper to see if I like it. And then if I do, I spray it on myself to see how long it lasts, how it smells when it dries, all that stuff. So the fact that like, oh, but you can test them out in store. No, I've done it before, literally. 3 on each arm. So I'm walking home with 6 different scents on me. It's not the greatest thing. It's one of those days where I'm gonna go spray myself and then go home, because no one shopping around me needs to know. I have no bottles because I'm allergic. Oh, that sucks. I mean, that's for any allergy, not just perfume. No, I'm, knock on wood, not allergic to anything, and I'm very glad that I'm not. It always sucks to know somebody has an allergy to something. At least that one's... Is it like on your skin? I hit the mic, take a shot. Is it like a smell thing or a on the skin reaction, Lisa? I'm interested in that. CKOJO, we need more times for this type of info. No more perfume samples now. We know knowing is half the battle. No, because it was always fun when you were younger, like grabbing all these samples, and like sometimes we trade, like, oh, I managed to get this one and I know you like it, here you go. I use Body Shops after shave gel, and now the Body Shop is closed. Oh, truck. I know they did shut down a bunch of locations. They're back in business. They went through the whole thing. They essentially got a company to buy the name. So they are back in business. They changed a lot of what they carry, unfortunately. And they kind of played around with the prices a bit, because I did like a couple of their face washes and stuff. But yeah, they don't do, and I'm guessing if it closed, I don't know if you were close enough to an actual location, but they do ship again. So There's a thing, in case you didn't know. I like Armani Black. Besides that one, I prefer Body Mist. The only reason I don't like body mists is just because they don't last. And here's the other thing that I learned. Fun. Depending on the name of what they use, so they have the mist, the eau de toilette, the eau de parfum, eau de cologne, all that stuff, tells you how much alcohol content tends to be in there, which means the higher alcohol content, the longer the scent will last on your skin. So mists have the least, then it goes cologne, toilette, perfume, and then there's extrait de parfum, which is even more alcohol, and then whatever. But I don't think I've ever smelled Armani Black. That one, of course, I don't remember half the names of these. I just go, oh, that's a nice smell. And most people don't even remember what the heck they spray on themselves anyway. They're just like, I know it's this type of bottle. I've been told buying cologne is dumb because women like perfume more anyway. I like colognes. I like perfumes. It just depends on the notes, really. And the upside is, Batman, so many now are listed as unisex. I have one that it smells like vanilla and cupcakes and sugar and caramel. Like it's delicious. I am not opposed to a guy smelling like that. Like it's smell what you want to smell like, as long as it's not bad. no one should be wanting to smell like bad BO or anything like that, right? But scents are personal and whatever, and as long as it's pleasant, if I smell and if it's on my skin, dang, Lisa. Yeah, I'm used to people going, not exactly allergic to a smell, but it's irritating and all that stuff, and they whatever. But yeah, dang. Look at you, a perfume connoisseur. I used to use Aspen and now I use Geo. I've heard a lot about Geo. And no, not so much a connoisseur. It's just I've put, other than the last batch of perfumes I just bought because they were on a stupid good sale, I've put myself on an embargo for buying perfumes because I'm like, I have enough. There's 3 more I want to buy. But I can only buy them in the States, so I'm waiting for a sale so I can ship them to my friend. Peanuts are my mother temporarily had a peanut allergy. It was the weirdest thing. Colognes and perfumes are too strong for me, so I'm not a fan of them. No, and that's fair. That's why, for me, it's just, I just buy what I like to smell like, and then I always make sure, not to spray a lot. I had one. So, story time. I did manage to find a vanilla perfume that I quite like, and probably the girls in the chat are going to remember this better than the boys, and I don't remember what they were called, but I'm pretty sure somebody's going to have the memory of those little cupcake dolls. So they had cupcake hats, and their skirts, if you flip them back up, they would turn into a little cupcake, and you flip the skirt down and it would be a doll, those things, and they were all scented. And there was one that smelled like vanilla, and I managed to find a vanilla perfume that actually reminds me of that so much. It's just a nice vanilla. And a week or so ago, I went to go hang out with friends, and so I sprayed it. And because I was so used to my previous Body Shop vanilla, I would spray 2 or 3 times. So I did that with the new one, and I gassed myself. I couldn't breathe for it. I got into the car, rolled the windows down. I'm like, okay, now I can breathe. Luckily, it died down before I found friends. The drive was long enough for the smell to, dissipate a little bit. Like, I gassed myself so bad. I gave myself a headache. You're not supposed to disclose that type of information now. We know you're Superman. I watched someone drop a bottle of clear liquor from a store. It slipped through the paper bag. They shrugged and walked off. It evaporated in seconds. It was neat to watch. They didn't even look back. Dang. Right? See, hey, people remember them. Yeah, no one really wants to smell like they've been wallowing with pigs. Yeah, I call it gassing yourself when it's the perfume. Just, I had one of those dolls. I don't remember if I owned them, but I remember them. Cupcake Princess dolls, yeah. They were just the cutest little things, and they each had a scent, and this one, it's that vanilla. People are trying to tell me, hey, yeah, it smells like vanilla extract. Okay, great. I grab my bottle of vanilla extract, and my vanilla extract just smells like alcohol. It's the funniest thing. Hi everyone, I'm always late. I really need to set up notifications. You know what, Wes? I'll keep saying it. Better late than never. Glad you made it. Yes, set an alarm. This is your warning. Set your alarm. Don't make me come after you. Yeah, it was definitely in the 90s, very early 90s, maybe late 80s, but yes, somewhere. I remember I was looking at Gargoyles Wiki for books, and then you guys just distracted me with topic after topic after topic. Demona by Fabergé. But yeah, were they like cupcake dolls? Like, I don't... Oh, are these the one? Oh, apparently there's quite a few. That's fun. There's more. There, no, are these it? These are the ones. Yeah, the cupcake princesses. Yeah, there we go. I think those I'm gonna put in scented just to make sure that it's the same ones. Yeah, there's too many. There's more than one company made these. That's fun. But yeah, so oh god, those ones are creepy. Definitely wasn't those ones. That is a terrifying face. And of course, because I saw it, now you need to too. Cause yeah. It's just like No Neck Brooklyn. If I gotta see that thing, you guys got it too. Like, that is not a pleasant face. That terrifies me. I don't know about anybody else. I always want to call him Cherry Mary Muffin, but that was a different line. Distract in chat. Yep. You guys are awful for it. And I let you do it too. But yes, that's... Those aren't the ones I was thinking of, but that's a terrifying face. Way worse face than that Labubu's. Yeah. Yeah, I see the commercials. Yeah, I never owned one. I think it was... Trying to recall what they actually... Which one specifically I had, or not had, but that I played with. It, like, nothing's really... But I think it was these ones. I'm just gonna... Because maybe it'll click in for anybody else. It's bad enough, Lisa. It's bad enough. But the one that I think was the one that I remember, I think it was these ones. It takes too long for me to do this, man. There's got to be a faster way to do this. I think these were the ones that I specifically remember. The skirt just seems to scream it a little bit better because it was just a quick flip. So yeah, I think it was these ones. She's staring into your soul. Yes, definitely creepy and judge. Bon, just throwing names. But yeah, I think these were the ones that that I played with. They're not as cute as I remember. This is why I don't rely on memory. I need to see pictures. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these were the ones. You guys are gonna have to work harder to get my voice to go. It's drinkable. I got my honey. I'm saving my voice. Ugh. But yeah, those ones were. All right, back to the dang books. Okay, so toys, figures, no. Okay, oh, there's a Look and Find book. Okay, so book, whoops. Looking, okay, so that one's probably not gonna be up reading. Oh, those are the other books that there are other books that I'm missing. Yep. So there are no pictures. We have to go bother the people who work on the wiki. There's not enough pictures. Okay, these ones at least aren't creepy. So yes, there are other books. There are other Gargoyles books that I could do story time with. I don't own any of them. Okay, Damona's Revenge. I have seen it pop up, I think on Kijiji. But I do not own it. So there's at least 3 books that I could do story time with. There's Deadly Doubles, which is just an adaptation of The Edge. Damona's Revenge, which is a novelization of Long Way to Morning. And there's Defenders of the Night, which is a retelling of Awakening Part 1 and the first act of the second part. Wait, is that this one then? And they just put it under Golden Books? Oh, it actually says special edition. Cool. Is this the one then? Because that's... Huh. But there's a little golden book and then a golden book. No, that's the new one. Okay, so there's a little golden book and then golden book. 24-page adaptation of Awakening Part 1 and the first 1.5 acts of Awakening Part 2. So there's 2 that deal with Awakening Part 1, and then it's just Defenders of the Night is the first act of the second part, and this one is 1.5 acts of Awakening Part 2. So there we go on that one. Peanut butter Tessie. See, this is why I'm afraid to go to conventions now that you people know who I am. That's going to be screamed at me at the next convergence, isn't it? Keep the kitchen knives away from that doll, just saying. October is pretty much upon us. Not bad advice, truck. I would still talk about perfume. I'll buy that. Eric, you gave me a freaking idea, and I want to do this, and I don't want to do this. I'm tempted to do this. So I found out that there are miniature classes. It's a 1-day thing that you do, maybe a 2-day, whatever. But essentially you can go mix your own perfumes or colognes and whatever. And it's cheap-ish, around the $100 mark Canadian, give or take. So not a terrible thing, but now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should go make one, and, you know, to avoid any copyright by Disney, whatever, figure out a logo and then make Gargoyle Nation branded perfume / cologne. You guys give me terrible, terrible ideas, and I want to do this now. You can do story time with Greg's 3 brothers. Read it from Dark. I could do that. I mean, it is 5 issues, yeah. Hey, Omega Roth. Nice to see you. So yeah, I could do story time in the meantime with that one. Okay, this should be DVD. I'm sure. Yeah, that's the DVD. Stone Warriors Rule. What is this? There's another book. Okay. It's another novelization of Awakening, but... And that's another DVD. Goliath Bone Design. What is this? Oh, that's a sculpture. Okay, no, we're not gonna... Okay, so there are 4 books. 4 more Gargoyles books that I need to get my hands on. Because it looks like those are the only ones. The Look and Find book is obviously not something to be read. Although, what is Gargoyles Classic Years? I'm afraid it's another book. Oh no, it's just okay. Guess I know what I'm doing after this live. Gargoyles book hunting. I'm in, I've said this before, I am in a Gargoyles desert, everything. Everything's gonna have to be shipped to me. And Canada Post is on strike. Guys, what the heck? I do like using three brothers in the meantime, but that's only one. That's I know it's 5 issues, but it's we're gonna have to figure out story time. Otherwise, I have started shipping stuff to a friend. Don't know when I'm gonna see her. I don't like buying an American, but it looks like I might have to. There's no Canada Post. Or at least very delayed Canada Post. So a thing of, yeah, it'll be shipped today and I won't get it till like November. That sort of thing. It is what it is. I would rather the employees keep their jobs. If I get slower mail, I get slower mail. It's fine. Perfume name ideas. Humans, Gargoyles, and Oberon's Children. So essentially, I would need one that kind of smells like concrete. One of hopefully a pleasant BO, and what the heck would Oberon's Children smell like? Like pixie dust? How do you get a smell of pixie dust? I don't... No, it would be an enchanted forest smell. So grass and stuff, I guess. Maybe, I don't... No. I already have to figure out how I'm going to make stickers of my potatoes. One idea at a time, guys. And I can't even ship those. Oh my god, even if I had them sooner rather than later, I couldn't ship them out. Because Canada Post. Pixie sticks? Yeah, they can smell like sugar. I'm good with that. Or, yeah, like a fruity... fruity sugar. Or sugary fruit. That's what else. Sugary fruit. That actually would be... That would actually... And... Oh, like, I was playing with one last night. It's kind of like I have a sparkling peach. So maybe something along those lines. Then Little Golden Books are crazy. They made a Selena one, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh, wait, you are talking about her murder? Well, I got Dr. Reed. They did a Little Golden Book on Selena. No, you have got to be kidding me. No, they did not. I have to look this up for myself. That is crazy. No. No, that's crazy. Oh my god. It's a thing. Guys, it's on Amazon. I'm gonna see if there's an older one, but there is one that literally came out in January. It's a hardcover. That's a thing. Okay. Is there... I hope there's not an older one. There's a Princess Diana one. Oh dear. Okay, so this is the direction that they're... Well, I guess they would kind of gloss over the deaths, just like they did with Gargoyles. Sugar plums, yes. I have no idea what sugar plums smell like, but yes. I would take it as a scented candle. I love scented candles. If I can... I've always wanted to learn how to make candles. I'm actually going to be making Halloween candles, hopefully this year. I'm essentially stealing candle from another candle to make another candle. Yeah. Those would be, as long as it's a glass container and it can handle heat, it's easy enough. I would be... The only thing that concerns me is the weight, depending on how big they are, type thing. I'd probably keep them on the smaller side so that shipping isn't costing an arm and a leg for anybody. Yeah, no. Look, I'm fine with the whole, like, again, until I can actually see the books, I'm going to hold back on an opinion 100%, because Amazon only shows a couple pages. and you know, it's her childhood, her father's life and getting to music, here when she wins the Grammy and everything. So like, of those few pages, it's all kosher and everything. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna see if this is in one of my bookstores, because it's slightly, I need to know what the heck they're doing here. I reserve judgment until I see them. But again, like I said, they glossed over the deaths of the gargoyles in the newer one, so I'm pretty sure for Selena and Princess Diana, they probably did the same. See, a Bob Ross Little Golden Book, I'm okay with. It's Bob Ross. What bad thing can you say about Bob Ross? Well, I'm making a drink every time you hit the mic, and by making, I mean pouring it out of the bottle. Close enough. I used to make blue freezies, and it was Sprite, blue curacao. Oh, I remember the drink was red, and I can't remember what it is. Cannot remember the name. But those 3 ingredients, and it tastes like a blue freezy. It's beautiful. You guys, my tea is winning. You're not getting me. Guys aren't trying hard enough. Oh, okay, so 3 books. I guess we'll try eBay first, because I'm sure somebody in Canada probably has them. Guys, someone send me a notification to build my new desk. I should probably put Disney, because otherwise it's going to show me every single Gargoyles book that and comics. Although if anyone's looking, somebody's got the complete set of the Marvel comics for $236 Canadian. Oh, are they doing a lot of biographies now? I mean, as I have stated before, it's the millennials that have the buying power now. So Princess Diana, Selena, all those people that we grew up watching, listening to, whatever. That's how you get the sale easier, by reminding whatever generation has the buying power, hey, remember this person? And then they buy it and they read it for their kid, blah, blah, blah. And the kid ends up like, and that's how you continue the process of people buying, you know, products of such and such a person. That's how they do it. Oh God, how do I just want books. Book. I hate eBay. Trying to narrow down exactly what I'm looking for, and it, books and magazines, and oh, there we go. Hey, I found the look and find $30. And we're gonna do lowest price, because no. Okay, it really makes me sad that people are trying to make profit off the newer Little Golden Book. Oh, there's a UK import. Guys, this is $8. No. Okay, there's the one I have. And it went straight back to comics. Oh my God. Oh, somebody's got Defenders of the Night from Australia. I can't even ship that to my friend in the States. Nope. So if you buy something and ship it to store for pickup, does that work, or is that still it's I guess it depends on whatever company is being used. I know yeah, it just depends. If they're using Canada Post, then yeah, it's going to be slow. If it's FedEx or UPS or whoever else, Purolator, then things will run smoothly. It would be asking each individual store which company is used to ship stuff to you. That's what it would have to be. Kickstarter getting closer to sending out the trade paperbacks. Look, Kickstarter, whoever is in charge of that, can you just please, mid-October, if they could show up at my friend's doorstep, that would be great, okay? She's not home for like a chunk of October. I want it there before she skedaddles, okay? Thank you, please, thank you. God, waiting forever for those things, and that's just, it's aggravating. I know everyone here who signed up for the Kickstarter is aggravated, especially with the, hey, it's on the press, and it never goes anywhere, and it's annoying as heck. Ugh. Just, at this point, just gimme. Just gimme. Wow, that very few Gargoyles books. All right, that's kind of sucky. Couple good ones that I may have to purchase. Because luckily they're in the States, so hopefully shipping gets dropped to like $2. But nothing of the ones that I'm missing on eBay. Of course, I am looking at ebay.ca. I get different ones if I switch it to .com, because I like trying to look for Canada first for, you know, reasons. But yeah. Wait, where's the other one that I found? I already lost it. Oh, I'll find it later. Let's try ebay.com. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I don't want... Okay, Disney books. Is that... Oh, that actually worked. Oh, yes. No, I don't want... It's funny how the Demona comics are already up here with like $20 delivery. What are you people on? Ouch. Okay, so there's a pop-up book. Did not know about that. And they, 30 American is close to 50 Canadian. That hurts. Oh, best offer. Can I offer you like 10 American? No, never lowball. I will never ever lowball. So yeah, a couple people that I might get my money for books. I don't know when I'll see them, because I have to ship them, because they're all from the States. I have to ship them to my friend. So next story time will be the three brothers, and then after that we're gonna have to actually talk. You guys are gonna have to deal with me just rambling, I guess. I don't know. Have been doing spring cleaning. Found a Disney yearbook from 1996. Includes a gargoyle story. The surprise. Oh my god. That is so cool. And you know what? For some reason, no, it might be, I'm confusing. There was something similar done with another Disney thing. Probably Little Mermaid, knowing me. But I didn't know that existed. That's so cool. That is very, very cool. Oh, this chair is highly uncomfortable. Come on, webcam. There we go. I don't need this thing. Anyway. All right, so we talked books. Why did not the pop-up ones show up on the merchandise page? I'm very upset about this. Or did I just skip it? No, that's the movie. No, I don't see the pop-up book. And this one, nothing came of it. The Cine story, I believe. Yeah, it was announced to be released by Joe Books on 2016. That's how long ago this was. My God. And then it was rescheduled multiple times before finally being revealed that the Cine story was quietly canceled. Yep. Oh, I didn't know about this. Greg Weisman had mixed feelings on its cancellation. He did a lot of unpaid work on it that turned out to be for nothing. He didn't think it was a great idea in the first place and wasn't sure how many people, even hardcore fans, would want it. I mean, I would have bought it because Gargoyles. Oh, but it's a shame that he did unpaid work on it and then just, that sucks. That's never nice to hear. I am always up for episode discussions. I mean, that's partially why I do the reviews, because I know not everybody was able to get their hands on the DVDs, and so I do a quick synopsis of them, and then, you know, every time I hear I think of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. LOL, hey, what's that website for Amazon.ca? Ah, yes, the Canadian versions of all the American stuff, and we pay twice as much anyway. Yeah, it's really sad when I can purchase something in the States, even with the conversion rate, and pay less than Canadian. Yeah, it's the unpaid work. Like, from what it looks like, it was a thing of, because it's his baby, he's willing to put in the time, not get paid if it, you know, to make sure it's done right. But considering he didn't even think it was a great idea in the first place, it's like, look, I'll throw, you know, because what happened on S. Greg? I was wondering if you had any news on Gargoyles. I know that a comic Cinna story was supposed to come out, but it was canceled. Are you disappointed or sad because of that? I have mixed, Greg responds, I have mixed feelings. I did a lot of unpaid work on that, so it's a bit annoying that it was for nothing. But I didn't think it was a great idea in the first place. Okay, yeah. I wish I had more news to report, but I don't. But hashtag keep binging Gargoyles on Disney+. This was back on in 2021. That's another way to tell Disney, yeah, just, if you have Disney+, literally just put our Gargoyles on in the background, just let it run. You don't even have to watch. Disney will see it. Y'all may have discussed this a month or two ago. Everyone here about Keith David getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. My chat just jumped. Yes, the Hollywood Walk of Fame finally. His surprised face at his name being mentioned, that was so cute. This man is so adorable. He's such a sweetheart. And yeah, so for him to finally get a star on the Walk of Fame, like, so proud of him, so happy for him. And again, I wish for nothing but good things for that man. He deserves all the good stuff. He's such a delight. You guys, the tea's winning. You're not gonna make me lose my voice on this one. Please ignore the strain that you can hear. Yeah, but yeah, you're not gonna make me lose my voice on this one. Actually, now that I remember, has everyone picked up Demona #3? Because I haven't. That came out, right? I'm so bad with dates. But, oh, frog in my throat. I still want Desi C watch along sync with I may have, because YouTube's weird with that kind of stuff, and also I really don't want to face Disney lawyers. That's terrifying. But I think people on, like, it's either this channel needs to grow to the point where even Disney's gonna go, well, it's promotion for us, so we don't care that she's doing that, or just go hide on Twitch and hopefully they don't notice. That's that's the only thing. I think that's the only way I think that it can happen. Previews. Demona. Is #3 out? I'm pretty sure it's out already. Yeah, see? Yeah, I think it came out this week or last, somewhere around there. Which means I need to order my copies of #4. I read it illegally with the intention of buying it when I have more money. And see, I'm okay with that. Some people just can't wait for the story and, you know, read it illegally. It's fine. As long as it's a thing of, because it's new, we still need to show Disney that, yes, we want more Gargoyle stuff. It's once to get the money, then put the money down for it and do that kind of thing. I'm all good with that. That's what I keep hearing, interesting and dark. So the fact that comic shop so far, it's out of the way, so I don't like going whenever the issues come out. I always wait till I'm in the area, which means I end up waiting for my own issues for a couple weeks, sometimes a whole month, and then and plus I won't read it till I have every issue anyway, so that's a thing. But Demoda, why did you send me to the search page? Why did you do this? Previews. Well, this isn't fun. There, okay, no, that's Demona number 0. Previews is acting funny. Item not found in the previews catalog. And I know it's the whole diamond thing, but that's, yeah. Good to know. I know there's a comic shop that does a really good job of showing all the covers. So, and they did at the same pace as previews, so why did I type that twice? My cats are running around. But yeah, is Dynamite Digital going to give me the covers? Okay, and Dynamite Digital does a pretty decent, has a lot of them here. But I want to see all of the, oh my god, the cover for Demona number 5. Oh, I need that. Demona in Japan. Oh, that's a gorgeous cover. Gorgeous cover. You don't have to show anything, just give us a countdown on when to hit play and a second of the beginning. No, it's not so much the showing, Eric, it's the audio. They'll even go after the audio. That's why, like, for my intros and outros, for my videos and even for my lives, it's copyright-free music. Because I don't want anyone coming down on me for just wanting some music for these things. So, yeah, no. Companies have come hard down on some creators for the smallest thing. Again, it seems like on Twitch, a lot of companies don't care, because how many streamers on Twitch are showing video games? And a lot of these companies are quite litigious, and they just let it slide. Now, granted, it's probably either people are too small a creator for them to care, or so big that they consider it free advertising. I'm kind of in the middle-ish. Like, I'm not a tiny channel anymore. I'm still on the small side, obviously, but I'm not also a big creator where they can go, look, we don't mind that she's doing it because it's free advertising. I'm not at the free advertising level for any company. I'm at, yeah, I'm at the cease and desist level, essentially. That's where I sit. So, the mouse, the Sony, a lot of these companies can be quite litigious, so it's covering my own butt. Doing things like, there's so many things that I would love to show clips from the show on my reviews without sound. I can't risk it. I'm not. I would hate for this channel to be brought down just because it's like, no, but I really want to show this little thing. So, hold on. Now you guys are causing me to lose my voice. No, you guys, I will not let you win. I will not let you win. So yeah, it is just a thing of, look, if my channel exploded and I woke up, next week to 10,000 subs, heck, I'll start doing whatever the heck I want. Probably. Because at 10,000, even 5,000 probably, a lot of companies will start going, yeah, it's free advertising. It's enough numbers. There's enough. Of course, it would have to show up in the video clicks as well to be like, oh, 2,000 people clicked on the video type thing. once companies see that, they tend to go, do we go on the cease and desist side, or do we go on the free advertising side? So once a channel becomes big enough, I think even they go, look, it's free advertising, it's great, it's fine. As long as you don't bash them, obviously, they tend to let it slide. But cease and desist level sounds like every YouTuber I know. That's the thing. There's I watch like 3 or 4 channels, and they're on the free advertisement level. Depending, there's one person I watch, and she still, to avoid the copyright stuff that just the YouTube website does, she tends to flip the images and stuff and put in sound effects so that it skirts around it, because she's not big enough. Surprisingly, I don't even know how many thousands of subs she has, but yeah, it's just that thing of, look, guys, you guys want to get me to the what number did I say again, like 10,000 subs and 2,000 3,000 clicks on videos, by all means share my channel everywhere, or even where it doesn't even make sense. I don't even care. And I'll start, poking. I'll start trying. That's all I can promise, really. It's if I get big enough to kind of be like, but look, it's free advertising. People are watching, this, and they're tuning in on, like, look, they picked up a Disney Plus subscription, or they did this, that sort of thing. If you can show a company, look, your sales went up because I talked about, and I'm not saying like what's the word, influencer level, where people go crazy trying to buy a thing, but just enough where people's like, oh, okay, that sort of thing. I don't know why that's the goal, to make you sound like a rock star with your voice, but we are winning, question mark. I find it amusing to lose my voice by the end of a live, because to me it means, it was a back and forth conversation. You guys were sending me questions, I was answering them, probably blabbering on too much, and by the end of it ended up, I don't lose my voice, it just starts getting raspy and strainy, which is, fine. I rest for a couple hours and it comes back. But I like that I kind of lose it, because again, it means it's a fun back and forth. If I don't feel my throat getting a little bit sore at the end of a live, it's like, oh, I feel like I didn't do a great job in, talking to you guys, or you're keeping the conversation going, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's my own eventually, hopefully I get to the point where I do lives enough and it won't be a thing no matter what. I won't. But so far we're 2 months in and I'm still losing my voice every Saturday. So I'm good with that. I'm happy to keep losing my voice. But yes, I was going to grab the bin. Should I still grab the bin? You guys still want me to grab? I don't know. Been so far. That's the only problem. And there's actually no way of me bringing it over here. I have detoffs and shelves and stuff, like literally right off camera. There's no room for me to bring the bin. Okay, next live stream. The bin, I will maneuver stuff. The bin will be here. The bin will be within reach. But I do have a couple things. I had the idea of showing stuff. Stop with it. First it's the cats, now it's the bin. You people are insatiable. Oh, excuse me. But I do have a couple things that I can reach, because I had them here. Because I wanted to be like, who has this? What is this? My cats are throwing stuff around, and somehow they're bringing it up on my desk. So this, regular item, but I was lucky enough, again, this is from Christine Morgan. God bless her. I don't know if she's active in the Gargoyles community anymore, but go read her stuff. Whether it's her fan fiction or her actual novels, go read her stuff. But thanks to her, I moved to Calgary and I spent money on gargoyle stuff. That's how it worked out. Got my hands on one of these. Absolutely. And I think, oh, I didn't even notice this because it's been folded. I didn't even notice I had that on the top. That's cool. And yeah, it's got, won't fold too much. It's got that on the side. Yeah, my kitties don't want to play today, apparently. They are off doing kitty things. I just want to see, because I, obviously a lot of the stuff from Christine, because she was older when Gargoyle started, so it was mostly for her kids. So, but I was pretty sure I had something. Yeah. I'll cover up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover it up proper. There we go. But yeah, can I do this? Can I do this? Just in case. But yeah, kid's name written inside. I don't care that it's such a minor thing. A lot of people are like, oh, but it's not mint. It's fine. That means a kid actually enjoyed this. So I'm more than happy that it had some love before it got to the fact that it was used, or at least the kid, you know, got it and maybe kept it pristine condition. I don't know, but good bloody condition if it was used by a kid. I'm working my way through season 2, and when you said that the episodes were going to get good, you weren't kidding. Why would I lie? I am going to, like, pimp the crap out of this show, and I will get you excited about episodes. Like, do you know how many... Season 1 has a lot of good things, but it's technically really slow because it's a lot of introducing the characters. Okay, so Awakening parts 1 through 5. I put that as finally in the right spot. So like that was obviously a lot of character arcs, because we learn about Goliath, Elisa, Demona, Xanatos, but not so much of the rest of the clan. Once we finish Awakening, then we start learning about the clan. And the episodes are all good and everything, especially Awakening is just action, action, action for most of it. It's a little bit slow just because we are learning about the characters. I'm not saying slow as in bad, it's just slower. But once we get to season 2, it's like, okay, we've got essentially everyone introduced. Let's go have fun. So, okay, and I lost part of the chat. When I bought my house, there were kids' names written on the wall in the closet of one of the bedrooms. I'll never paint over them. The kid's name makes cool. Actually, in my kitchen, yeah, we have the height chart of I'm assuming the person's either kids or grandkids on there, and I'm just like, no, it's fine, leave it. First of all, I don't even know what I would repaint the kitchen as. I don't feel like repainting the kitchen. Oh my god, it's fine, it's cute. Like there was love in the house. It's cute. I like it. Oh, hi, Matt. There's Matt. I thought I saw a Matt pop up earlier, and then it just kind of vanished. Like, wait, what, did I see something? Like, did I miss it? Like, I don't know. Okay, well, almost gave it away. Almost gave it away. So this, went to a friend's cottage, whatever, and they had like an antique shop in the area. And I can't remember if we were going towards the cottage or back home, whatever. And when I say antique shop, it's, yeah, here's a little shop of stuff, and then here's the barn, and it's all random. Nothing has a place. It's just random. But it was fun. And so, yeah, looking around, by fluke, because who expects to find this? Ah! I saw this, and they wanted $10. I'm like, dude, done. I don't even need to question, just gimme. I have not used it yet, obviously, but it was open, and I believe it has all the pieces in it. But yes, this was a great find. I was so excited about this. Because considering it was just, you know, walking around through this almost like essentially like a junkyard of antique stuff. So yeah, I think it was sealed the entire time. It's just because the tape was so old, it just broke, because you can still see the mark of the tape. Like, the tape is there. The original tape is there. So may have been okay, that's newer tape, so that's probably where they opened it originally. I don't know. But yeah, this, and the amount of stuff that they made, and I never got to see. So they have this, the comic, they have the, ooh, there's fuzzy stickers. So fun with stickers, so you get to color in stickers. There's the designer desk, which is that one. I know it's, there we go, that's better. Boop. I'll figure out camera angles one of these days. But yeah, that's everything that they made in this series. I hit the mic. There's a 3D paint by number. I remember though, I think I had that for The Lion King. That one I had for The Lion King. The comic maker, the 3D crayon by number, the activity case, poster art. I think I had poster art for Lion King too. I had an obsession with The Lion King, if you haven't picked up on that. And the light up desk. So essentially all things I need to waste money on. Yeah. My opinion of Damona's relationship with Goliath has changed a lot between season 1. Yup. Trying to find a safe space for that so it doesn't fall down. Yep. Go on, tell us more, Truck. Tell us what you think. This is what I love. I love talking about the episodes, but every time, like, I love doing the episode reviews, and then sometimes it's just like, do people actually care that I'm doing the episode reviews on a 30-year-old show? Like, I don't know, but I love hearing how, like, someone's rewatching or just getting into it and everything is like, oh my god, I didn't expect this. I love it. It's because I didn't have, when I was getting back into the show, because season 1 had come out on DVD, and then season 2 part 1, and then we waited forever and a day for season 2 part 2. But when I got to watch Awakening parts 1 through 5 on TV by fluke on vacation, when season 1 DVD came out, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch this and blah blah and enjoy it, and I did. And I had no one to talk to about it, because middle of nowhere, no internet at home. My fellow high schoolers didn't give a damn. So it's like, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy and talk to myself about it. That's essentially what I had to do. Who didn't know all the words to the line? Man, the soundtracks. Yeah, I play those all the time. Yes, JJ, please go back. I have so many videos now that people can just, I got the playlist going, so it's easier to just press play on one and beep, watch everything. I figured that would be easier. I mean, yes. I believe I have a cat laying down behind me. I, in fact, do have a cat laying down behind me. So I've told you guys before, pretty sure, that I have a blanket to cover the shelves here, because I don't want the sun hitting them. But the last time, yeah, so when I made my video about the winter special being released in December, so obviously took the blanket down and recorded. But I was in such a rush and everything that, you know, I left before putting it back up. So it was down. Made sure to close the blinds for the basement so any sun wouldn't hit here and damage anything. So that was Wednesday, and I haven't put the blanket back up. And now my cat has decided to use that blanket as her new sleeping spot. So I don't think I'm allowed to take the blanket back to keep these safe. I'm just going to have to keep the blinds closed instead. As long as Kuma doesn't try, you know, destroy everything on the lower shelves, should be okay. Channels like yours is how I found Voices from the Eerie podcast. Oh, that's awesome. I absolutely love that, whether people find me through Voices or find Voices through me, like we're not competing here. Me and Voices, first of all, Voices does a podcast, and like they have people like Greg on. I'm a lowly YouTuber, and so I'm just, and plus they talk about the episodes in depth, again because they have Greg and they can ask certain questions. I'll do the quick reviews, and for me it's more I'm getting info of like the behind the scenes of other stuff, or the hey, did you know that there was going to be an Atlantis Gargoyles crossover, that sort of thing, the stuff that probably won't come up in a purely episode discussion podcast. So yeah, we're essentially just working together. We're taking this from different angles because the goal for both of us is essentially getting people to remember gargoyles or find out about gargoyles and get them into the fandom and get them buying the comics. Because like apparently there's going to be a reboot of like Darkwing Duck, and it's like that means Darkwing Duck comic wise has been doing so well that Disney went, hey, let's do this or something. I don't know, I have to recheck. I need to make sure it's not just a rumor, but I'm hoping not a reboot. I never want a reboot of Gargoyles. I don't care where they pick it up from, if they go back to animation, just not a reboot. But for me, it's just this is what I want for to happen for Gargoyles, that the comics or everything are so popular that Disney goes, okay, yeah, we'll relook at bringing back the animated show. That's the whole goal. That's my goal. I'm not trying to sell myself short. I just know that a podcast where you have the creator on the show versus essentially a rando doing YouTube channels, I get it's a different level. That's all. Someone probably mentioned this, but I like the look of the Wolverine game trailer that dropped. Releases next. Didn't even know that there was a Wolverine game coming out. So that's something I need to look into. During season 1, I originally thought that she was a clout chaser only interested in Goliath for his position in the clan, but in season 2, she gets pretty jealous of Elisa. See that, like, yeah, you can you know what? I never considered the clout chaser angle. I never, I thought that she was essentially just very angry, just a very angry gargoyle. Yeah, I never took into consideration the clout chaser. And yeah, only it's like I'm with the leader of the clan. But then again, she was also like second in command. So it would be a thing of, even if she was a clout chaser, you would hope that Goliath would have the sense to not make someone like that his second in command type thing. Unless she was like, look, we'll overlook the whole, her bad personality because she's a great warrior. She's still a great leader, all that stuff. Oh, this brings up so much stuff now. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I love this. Because of Greg X, I found you guys. I love that. I found people who love gargoyles. Yes. See, that's the whole point. That's what we're trying to do. That's it. I will reach into the furthest depths of Facebook to promote this bloody channel. Some of these, and that's the thing, some of these Facebook groups do not want to share my stuff. I still haven't watched the DuckTales reboot, but I still want that Gargoyles continuation so much too. The DuckTales reboot, for those who didn't know, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows that there was a DuckTales reboot. But if you didn't, there is one. Go watch it. You will not be disappointed. They did a fantastic job on that show. There's story continuity. It's not just episodic stuff like we grew up. It's continuity. It's story continuity. It's beautiful. They did a great job. I'm gonna pimp out David K because he does a voice on that show, and David K is an amazing human being too. So yes, go watch the DuckTales reboot. Hello, new fan of Gargoyles. I just finished it. Insane and good show. Season 2 was a ride. Welcome, Dark. Hoondum. No, Dark Hoondoom. I hope I got that right. Sometimes letters just, I'm not dyslexic, but sometimes letters, they look weird to me, and then I'm going to blame the other languages bouncing in my head. Hoondoom. I'm going to guess. Dark Hoondoom. But yes, welcome. So glad that you enjoyed the show. I hate this webcam. And yes, yeah, season 2 was an absolute blast. So sad that it went out the way it did with season 3. That's the only downside. I will never tell people don't watch season 3, because I think everyone should have their own opinion of season 3. Some people like it just for what it is. Some people despise it because it veered so far off of Greg's master plan. Give it a watch if you're ever able to. You'll have to sail the high seas to watch season 3. I think. I don't have Disney Plus. I don't know if they have season 3 up there. Do they? Somebody confirm that with me. I don't have Disney Plus. I love that David Tennant is Scrooge, and that's the thing. That's his accent. That's the best part. It's not like with Doctor Who where he had to put on a British accent. He gets to have his Scottish accent for Scrooge McDuck. So it's just it's an extra mwah for me. Yes, there is a Gargoyles reference in DuckTales. There's a few. It's mostly with Manny the Headless Horseman, or yeah, yeah. Was it Manny the Headless Horseman or Manny the Headless Horse? It's been a while. I did a video on it talking about the Gargoyles reference, the Easter eggs and other shows, so it's there. I did it properly. It's just my brain right now. Just no. Okay, so it is on there. So yeah, again, on the upside, the fewer people who watch season 3 on Disney Plus maybe tells Disney, don't do this again. Maybe, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword here. It's like, yes, I want people to watch it on Disney Plus. I don't want them watching season 3 on Disney Plus because I don't want them to get the idea, oh, they still liked what we did in season 3. And I was like, stop it at season 2. Maybe the journey. Maybe I'd rather people read it in comic, but the comic, again, you kind of have to sail the high seas or do some internet sleuthing. It is online. I would rather that, essentially. I don't want to give Disney the impression, oh, they liked season 3. Look how high the numbers are. Do watch it. Don't tell Disney. I'd say I was indifferent to Goliath Chronicles, but I did not like the episode where Titania made Goliath. It was weird. I need to rewatch it, but the whole season was weird. That Goliath poster on your top left, I remember seeing back in October of '94, my first introduction to Gargoyles. I needed some, it was just too much blank walls. So I'm like, okay, I'll grab some posters. I still need to frame them, and I also need to trim them because there's a lot of white paper there that's useless and won't fit into a frame. But yeah, I need to get them framed. I love the artwork. It's beautiful. Yes, season 3 is non-canon. You can make an argument that the first episode technically is. Again, I went through all this in another video. I don't remember the name of the video. Oh, is it canon? Yeah, it's my Is It Canon video. But yeah, watch season 3. Don't watch season 3 on Disney Plus. If it's the only way you can watch it, then fine. I just don't want to give those numbers to Disney. The worst thing we could have happen is, hey, yeah, we're going to bring back the animated show and we're going to do it like we did on season 3 because the numbers are so good. I don't want that to happen. So if you can find an alternate way to watch season 3, please do. That's all. That's all. Oh. It's you guys are getting closer to beating me, but I'm still good. I'm still good. You're not gonna get me. No. Okay, so what did they do here? Oh, I see what they did. Okay, ordered that. Number 4. Now, is it going to show me all of them for number 4? Guys, did they only do one cover for... No. I think the Dynamite website's being stupid. I have to find that other comic shop then. Since the opposite of love is not hate but apathy, if she didn't really care about Goliath, but then she would have no reason to be jealous of Elisa. Truck, you've reached the episode of The Mirror, yes? I'm gonna wait for you to confirm that before I continue. They would have done that episode Journey like in the comics would have been. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they took Greg's idea and then did their own thing with it. So it's, hey Diego, better late than never. It's fine. It's a shame you've come in so late. You know, we're almost at 10 o'clock, but please enjoy. Please come join the conversation. Have fun, please. In these last like 15 minutes. So yeah, they took his idea and then just did their own thing, and they messed it all up. So thankfully Greg got the chance to tell the journey properly. Just would have been better had they not messed it up the way they did. That's all. No, not actually. Would the Gargoyles wiki? No, it's gonna be... I forgot to type in the word comic. Okay, is it my comic shop that had all the covers? No. There's one comic shop. I can never remember which one it is because they're in the States. It's not like I can pop in or whatever. But there is one comic shop that shows every cover for every issue. And I cannot find them. Because unfortunately, most of the things that are coming up are for Free Comic Book Day. Let's do issue number 4. Maybe it'll pop up that way. Let's see. No, it's always Dynamite again. Where's that comic shop? Oh, Midtown Comics. I think that's the one. Okay. Well, beautiful. Okay, I don't want your cookies. View all issues. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's Midtown Comics that does a fantastic job of showing every cover available for them. So let's switch to number 4. So that's the... Why do they not have number 4 up? Include pre-orders. There we go. Ooh, they're having a 20% off sale. If you guys order from, or most of you are in the States, but Midtown Comics is having a discount on the Demona comics right now. Oh my gosh, why are number 5 so beautiful? But no, there was another website. It wasn't Midtown Comics. There was another comic shop that... How are there still number 4s that aren't available to be seen? What? Oh yeah, I think I ordered number 4, and what I did, because yeah, there's some of them that just aren't available to be seen yet, because the cover image coming soon, but it's a variant by Frank Power. I'm just like, just give me. I don't even care what it is, just give me the cover. I watched season 1 and season 2, then start over. Yeah, pretty much. I gave my husband a box of Transformers blockies for his birthday, and I'm surrounded by tiny, adorable robots. I have the tiny Grimlock. It's across the bloody room, so I can't go get it. But those blockies are the cutest bloody thing. Wait, no, I have two. I have a tiny Grimlock, and then I have a bigger Bumblebee. Because tiny Bumblebee. How do you say no to tiny Bumblebee? Anyway, I really, really hope, and maybe we need to email the company who makes blockies. I don't care what they're called, how it's pronounced. But I'm wondering if we need to message them and be like, hey, can you go talk to Disney and go pick up a license with them? Because me personally, I would love to build a little Goliath. That might just be me, but I would love to build a little Goliath. I'm glad that season 3 was not canon, because I was sad when the clones turned to stone. I know, they just like, hey, we don't know what to do with these characters, so we're just gonna knock them off. Just in time for the last 10 minutes. Yes, it is lightning round time, if anything. So hello, Sean. Better late than never. Yeah, let's do lightning round. Last 10 minutes as always. Yes, the Fantastic Four crossover. Oh my gosh, I still... I'm gonna have to make a note for myself so I can finally order my issues, because I still haven't done that either. I will keep saying I'm a bad fan. It's because I do shit like this. Every single time. Every single time. Now I'm really mad that I can't find that... Is it Dark Dominion? No, it's not. One of the... I'll find the comic shop that I'm thinking of. Hopefully. Maybe. Because it was nice. It was just you would pick the comic that you were looking for and they would have all the images on the side. It was very handy. But yeah, no, it's... I hope they didn't randomly go out of business. That would be very, very, very sad. Gargoyles Blokies would be so... Yeah, I want a teeny tiny Brooklyn. Just the teeny... His little tiny wing and his little beak. Oh my god, Griff. We would finally get a Griff. Guys, we would finally get a Griff. It would be also, it'd be very entertaining because Cold Stone's technically, you know, a Frankenstein monster type thing. We need the... Guys, everyone go email Blokies. Since Gargoyles go into stone sleep, do they take things for granted? Get out, Sean. Get out. Hi, Buttery Sprite. I'm assuming you're from Ireland. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yes, the Blokies may be the only way we get a Griff. Guys, yeah, after, but yeah, let's email Blokies. Let's ask them to do to grab the Disney license. Money is money for Disney, and Blokies are popular. They keep picking up licenses. So as a company, they're doing really well. So, and do they have any Disney properties right now, actually? That is a good question. Because I know they keep picking up new companies. They have Transformers, Sesame Street, Saint Seiya, I know I'm mispronouncing that, Minions, Ultraman, Hero Spire, Hatsune Miku, and Evangelion. So Minions, wouldn't that be Disney? Isn't Minions under Disney? So technically there's a way. I want a NECA Brooklyn. Not cheap by time in New Zealand dollars and shipped here. So yeah, I'm waiting till I can have money to spare. That if you're not in the States, it just gets pricey to buy anything, really. It's the sucky part about being a collector if you're not American. I can see Chaos saying that and Gadget wanting to throttle him. Yep. I think it's safe to say that Griff is the most popular of the international gargoyles. He's adorable. Plus he's a griffin. I've said this before in another video, literally. I think it was for my which Funko figures I want. I would like a Funko Griff, and it's because he's tiny and cute. Yeah, congrats for your Brooklyn potato, is very cute. Thank you for, I forgot to put Brooklyn up here. Oh my goodness. I just realized I forgot to put Brooklyn. So we will bring him now. You can hang out with us for the rest of, you know, the last 7 minutes here. And where's my potato folder? Yes, I have a potato folder. Of course I have a potato folder. There we go. I actually hated doing it. So yes, now I got to find your previous, so yeah, since the opposite of love is not hate, but apathy, if she didn't really care about Goliath, but then she would have no reason to be jealous of Elisa. It's not only that, Truck, but notice in the mirror when Puck asks Demona what she really wants, and Goliath shows up. She still holds a torch for him. What Puck said was not untrue. Demona still loves Goliath. It also makes sense as to why then she hooked up with Thalog. So it's creepy and weird. But she still holds a torch. Still, even with Thalog, still holds a torch for Goliath. She had a good one, and she let him go. I reeled over how F. Murray Abraham sounded in Marvel Zombies. Apparently, it was still the same VA, but I felt it much too cheerful for him. I haven't been able to watch Marvel Zombies because no Disney Plus. I'll have to sail the high seas. Yeah, Brooklyn is my fave. It's just, like I said, today was a weird day all day. It was a busy day, and it was just, we still have Bronx there asking for tummy rubs. Don't worry, we weren't alone. Bronx is there with us. Potato Brooklyn looks like he quacks. Yeah. See, the thing is, the beak is kind of the way I'm used to drawing his beak, but not for a potato shape. It's more for actually drawing Brooklyn. So I'm like, you know what? He's potato. He's going to look weird no matter what I do. And how do you give a potato a beak? So that's what it turned out to be. That's what it, he looks like a dumb. That's where I, thank you, Lisa. Like, especially because of the beak. It's just like, this looks, it's something. It's clicking something. And I couldn't, thank you, Tamagotchi. That's what it was. That's what it was. Puck was our Marvel Loki long before we ever got him. There you go. It's not wrong. He looked like Goliath and thought like Xanatos. Like, technically, it's the best of both worlds for her. Until the thinking like Xanatos screwed her over, as we have seen not only in the show, but if you're keeping up with the comics, at least in Quest. A potato Cagney. Yeah, I'll do it. I don't know when, but yeah, I can put Cagney on the list. I have no objections. The man is 85 years old. Wow. Dang. I love that voice actors, you know, keep coming back. Yay, again, I'll keep saying it. If you like the potato gargoyles, every Wednesday, Thursday, I make my, because in case there is no live stream coming up, which you guys will get notification, of course. But right now there's nothing stopping. There's nothing happening on a Saturday right now to interfere with doing a live stream. So the announcements are always made with a new potato, in case you're not following me on social media. So potatoes will be announced whether there is a live stream or not. Let's put it that way. I will always give you a potato until I run out of potatoes. There's a lot. I'm gonna, you know what? After doing Fox, I think I'm gonna focus on the non-human characters to potato. Because again, she just looked naked. She looked naked. She looked naked. Where is she? We will hide Brooklyn for a second. See, she looked naked. For me, it looks weird. That's just me. So I'm gonna maybe just hold off on the humans. I will keep potatoing gargoyles and the new Olympians and that sort of thing, but I think the humans I might, because otherwise I gotta put clothes on them. And if the gargoyles don't get clothes, why do the humans get clothes? You know? I like the whole idea of it's just potato. Potatoes don't wear clothes. Is it just me, or like potatoes don't wear clothes? See, at least Elisa can be a gargoyle, but see, that's the thing. That's the one. And that's one figure that I want. NECA, dang you. Bloki. If Bloki picks up the license for gargoyles, I want a gargoyle Elisa. And we're going to pressure them for that too. Flesh potato. No. That's the thing. They're too fleshy or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's so many gargoyles to potato, so like the humans can wait. Humans get the spotlight way too much. We're gonna make them step aside. It's gonna be gargoyles. I may have to avoid Oberon's children too, just because they're human-like. Like, I don't mind doing a Nancy because he's a giant freaking spider. That sort of thing. If they have a human form, I'm gonna potato Raven in his Raven form. I'm gonna have to potato a Raven. I don't even know how to potato a Raven. But see, Puck is human form. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the pointy ears, really, that he doesn't pass for human. No, I'm trying to hide Fox there. But yeah, so, yeah. Oh my gosh. And we've reached it. It's 10 o'clock. I keep going, oh, there's 2 minutes left, and I will say my goodbyes so that I can, properly end this video at 10 o'clock. And I always ramble then for the next 2 minutes, and then we go past 10 o'clock. Yes, I can potato Fox's Fox version. That I can do. There. So if they have an alternate version, as long as they're not human shaped, that's it. Just not human shaped. Yeah. Let's give Gargoyles the spotlight. Let's give non-human characters the spotlight. Potato. He'll eventually get potatoed. Eventually he will get, everyone will get potatoed. Okay, even pal Joey will get potatoed. It's just Gargoyles first because I like drawing their wings. And it's practice. I like drawing wings. I just suck at drawing wings. So this is my practice for drawing wings. Anyway. And then I'll somehow figure out how to make stickers. And then we'll go from there. Yeah. Yes. Same time next week. Again, if anything prevents me from doing a live, you guys will get the notification on social media. So Thursdays, there will be a post. But yeah, so you guys are way liking potato way too much. You guys are adorable. That's why I like doing this. And then a group shot of the Potato Clan. Yep, I can do that too. But yeah, so we're done for the night. I hope everyone has a great night. I can't wait to get dinner in me. I am starving. I haven't eaten the whole day. So yes, buenas noches. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. And as always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and be the good.